Hi guys, this is Wenzes from Below the Radar Above the System, and today's topic is INFJs and chasing after our dreams once and for all. And the main problem with this is that I think we take care of our needs, but we don't. There's so many wishes and imaginations that we have that we don't really think are possible in reality, because we can't achieve everything that we have in our head in reality, that we don't want to achieve or try to strive for that at all. And mainly this is because you've constructed a concept in your head that allows that. Like, mainly you feel people are just good. They just need a little compassion, a little love. You just need to sacrifice, make their lives better, and they will realize what you're doing for them, and they'll give you some kind of appreciation. They will, you feel like you're doing something, you're giving your life meaning by protecting others, by not putting yourself out there and making other people uncomfortable. That's like a main thing. And you feel if you can't do that because people are weak and they just need protection. But what we don't realize is that we really neglect ourselves in this whole process. We neglect going after our own dreams, after everything we want. And it's things that, it's just simple things. Like things like recognition, things like feeling strong and powerful and really going out there and doing what we want. Not something that society tells us, but something that makes us feel good about ourselves. There's this saying I heard yesterday. It was, if they don't see it, that's on them. But if I don't bring it, then that's on me. So when you're dead, or when you're about to die, or when your life is over and you want to look back on your life, you want to know that you did something to give your life, this gift of life, meaning. And I think we always strive for that, and we want to do this by sacrificing and helping and saving others. But we don't realize that by that we do two things. Number one, we enable that other person to keep on going with their destructive behavior. And second of all, we're giving everybody around us a negative example. Because I've said this. If you're not taking care of yourself, what are people going to learn from you? People don't learn from what you tell them. People learn from what you show them. That's just how we are. And nobody does anything because they see it. People do things because they feel like they have to do it, because they have some kind of emotion going on, or something that gives them a feeling of, I have no other choice. Everything else is a lie. And the problem is that you don't, or I mean you as in we all, or that's how I imagine this, or how it worked for me. I didn't believe in my truth as in it should make a difference in anybody's lives than mine. I know better now, because I know that by telling my story, and trust me, we INFJs have great stories. That's the thing. I don't care if you lived at one place in your entire life, or if you've traveled the world. That's not what this is about. What we've gone through mentally is just epic. Like, we see the world and our life in an epic way every single day. And this is something so inspiring to so many people, and we keep it inside because we don't want other people to feel bad about their way of life, their way of thinking. We feel like if we do that, people are not gonna love us, are not gonna wanna be with us or accept us. We become like kind of outcasts. And that's why we go around roads that that like society tells us to. I'm the best example. I'm in banking. I've done all these successful things, and I've realized that it's okay. I'm not gonna quit my jobs right away because I actually like it. I like the fact that it brings me the money that I need right now, but I know for sure I'm not gonna go that direction and make a career out of it and be like a partner in 15 years or in 10 years, because this is not something I want from my life. What I want from my life is to grow. I want to inspire people. I want to tell my story. That's what I mean. If people don't see what you're about, then that's their thing. But if you don't put yourself out there and your thoughts and who you are, then that's on you. And you have to be willing to sacrifice, and make sacrifice not in the way that you neglect your needs and by that show how much you can do, but actually sacrifice the control that you have over your life. Because once you put yourself out there, people are not going to like you. They're not. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to say, why are they doing this? I don't want to see this. They're weird. They're crazy. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. But you have to realize that you have to do it for you. And the best part about it is, once you do that for yourself, you inspire so many people to do the same thing. You want to save people? Save them by being a good example. Save them by chasing your dreams. And all your dreams are those epic stories in your head to actually become the person that you imagine to be in real life. And in order to do that, you have to start somewhere. And trust me, the person you will start at the beginning will not be that perfect being in your head. And trust me again when I tell you that you'll never be that perfect to the outside world. But as long as you follow that road, as long as you really strive for things that make you happy, that give you like this feeling of I'm invincible, I can do everything I want, and I can really inspire people and be just as epic as I imagine to be, because our lives are epic. And we have the ability to see everything exactly that way. And as long as we don't hide it from the outside world, but we can just really go out there and say, this is who I am, this is how I live, and I want to live like this. And I want to show you that you can do the exact same thing. You're going to save a lot more people than by neglecting your needs and neglecting who you are. Because, as I said, you can't, it's a control thing to feel or to think that you can save others by neglecting your needs. It's just, it's just like some kind of control you want over a situation, and you don't have that control. You have to fight the fight. And yeah, I'm getting there more and more, and I've realized how I wanna do something out of my life, as in I really want to give my life a meaning, because my life matters. Like, if you would have asked me, I don't know, a year ago, I would have said, well, what does my life matter? Pretty much everybody, I didn't have a construct of who I was. I didn't have boundaries. Everything was just like this one thing. People, I saw into people, we were all ones because everybody was good. And you know why I was thinking that? Because reality was too painful for me to actually realize. It was too painful for me to realize that yes, people are going to abandon you no matter how good you treat them. And you'll think, oh, I wasn't good enough, I'm like so strong, and I should have just been more open and let them know. You putting their needs in front of your own. Every time, every single day, like I do this every single day. I talk to my friends, I talk to my family, whoever I talk to. When there's a situation like this, I really think about, should I really care more about what they want than what I want? And by doing so, I get more and more concentrated on, this is my life. I have control over my life. We don't want to take control over anything because we're scared that when we take control, we cannot take control of everything. And you won't be able to take control of everything. You won't. But there are things you have to do because otherwise you're just dying inside. I always say, like, this is what I mean. We have this epic vision in our head. We have this epic life that we dream about. And we think one day, hopefully, somebody will see what we're about. People are not going to see what you're about if you keep it to yourself. I realize that more and more. I'm more open now, and I don't let people talk to me in a bad way. And like when I had boundaries for like really here, right now I'm already setting boundaries like up here and saying no further. And now I realize how many people have actually thought that I was weak, that I was just not willing to fight for what I'm about. People don't change until they have to. And this is, I hope that you're smart enough that you don't push yourself to that edge like I've pushed myself, where my life had no meaning whatsoever, where I was pretty much had lost hope for any good thing in my life. and I have gotten content with being like having no positive emotions and doing something so you feel good. Don't worry so much about if they're suffering, if you're doing something that's good for yourself, because you're setting a good example. You have to concentrate on your life and do things that matter to you. And you know what the difference is between taking like this high-end job or doing all those things that you're so good at? The difference is that we do those things because we have some kind of social recognition through that. We're addicted to having that external influence on us, or this external validation that we're good, that we've done something, if we take on all those roles that tell us, oh, we've accomplished something. But once you've like really formed that of yourself and realized, no, I'm not gonna let anybody, I don't care if they're your mother, I don't care if they're your boyfriend, the love of your life, whoever it is, if you don't make your life a priority and really just don't let anybody hurt you that much, that you really protect what's yours. And I don't mean like you should not be open to people. Be open, but realize that if people don't see what you're about, then that's their thing. But if you give up and then you think like, oh, I just have to, be nicer and be better and stuff like this, you're not helping anybody, especially not yourself. You do those jobs, or you do all this external thing from time to time so somebody will recognize what you are about. But you don't need people to recognize what you're about. What you need is that you realize what you're about, and that you believe in who you are, and that you trust that this is the best thing that's ever happened to you, because you can't be anybody else. And every time you deny your needs, every time you deny that you want to achieve something, that you want to be strong, that you want to put your energy out there and affect people and help people and inspire people, and a lot of people will think you're over the top. That's what happens to me. People think like I held this speech at work 2 weeks ago. It was a motivation speech. There were people saying afterwards, whatever kind of drug she's on, I want them too. I've heard those stories, and I've heard people, like there were people hating me for that, because I was saying I love my job. I really do. I was out there and I was telling how much I enjoy working with my colleagues, because I've gotten into a work position where I don't really have to protect myself, where I can just learn and so on. And a lot of coworkers, or it was like in front of 700 people, and they were like, they were getting mad because they saw what kind of energy I was bringing out, how happy I am, and that made them feel bad about themselves. Yes, this happens. It does happen. And I said, people will not like you, and this will happen. But you know what else happened? You know how many people afterwards came to me and said, that really touched me. Thank you. I don't remember the last time I've been motivated like this. I felt so good about my job. Sometimes you just need somebody to open your eyes, and sometimes you need to do it with force. You can't expect for everybody to see the world you see it and like really look into you, understand what you're about. You have to put it out there. And you have to be ready for people to say, that's bullshit, I don't want this. This has nothing to do with you. Your dream is to become that person, that epic person that you feel in your head, that you have no, like, it's not like so much that you put it out there as in, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to save the world. It's so much of, I know who I am, and I know that I'm bringing value to this world. And every time somebody tries to put me down or make me smaller, and I feel I have to do that in order to get love or affection or whatever kind of recognition, I'm not going to do that. That's my dream. That's my dream. And I know when you're like me and you are like me, then everything changes once you realize that, because you know that you have only one choice, and that's like really being big. Be yourself. Be all you can be. And you get addicted to that. And once you're big and strong and you feel like you can conquer the world, you can really change it. Because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world, they really change the world. So please, if you learned something from this video, it's to feel what I'm feeling right now. This is possible. This is the dream. Just imagine this. You don't have to pretend to be like some weak little thing or whatever to get, somewhere through life. You can be good to people. I'm very, very, very nice and nurturing, and I can help and so on, but I don't let anybody stop me from what I want in my life. From like really being myself and inspiring people and putting out there. And there's so much heartache we have gone through, not just in a romantic way, just like so much rejection and people not understanding what we're about and therefore putting us down, that we have gotten into this shield and we've created this image that justifies it. But that's the wrong way. What you have to understand is that you are mentally very intense and very, very strong. And this is something you have to accept and you have to love. And then you have to put it out there. Because there are people who are not convinced that this is the right thing for them. Who think like, because there are people who go out there and pretend they're like this big person and everything, but I know you can tell the difference that they're doing that because they have a bad self-esteem, and they need that external validation for them to feel good. With us, it's different, and that's what I'm always saying. Society, whatever society teaches us, is very confusing to us because we have a different way of going about this whole thing. What we have to realize is that by not putting ourselves out there, we give the external world too much power. We're letting society make us small. We're letting people make us small because they don't understand us, and they feel bad about themselves when we put ourselves out there, and they don't understand why. So they find something and try to make you feel like you've done something wrong, or there's something you haven't tried hard enough. And this is not their fault. That's just how humans function. But you have to understand that you have to be as big and as great as you can be. Because and this is what I mean. This is the thing. When you do that, trust me, it's not something people are gonna like immediately. It's not everybody's gonna think, oh, she's so cool and he's so great. No. This is bravery to put yourself out there knowing that people will react strongly towards you and not always positive. That's bravery, and that's strength, and that's facing your fears, and that's conquering your fears, and and we'll do this. Like, I don't want anybody of us to ever feel like they have to put themselves down or to make themselves small to get some kind of recognition from outside. Because then you're pretending to be somebody you're not. You're a very strong mental person, and it's time you put it out there, because that is a fulfillment of your dreams. And that is who you are, and that's what people should love. And if somebody loves you for putting yourself down or making yourself small, then they're not loving you for who you are anyways. So forget that. Go after your dreams, conquer them, and let me know what kind of dreams you have. I've seen this around. Like, I love this. I see people starting pages. I see people saying no. Like, there's like this whole movement that's happening, and yeah, it gives me a lot of power and a lot of us. And I'm just gonna keep on pushing because I see what it does for me, and I see what it does for everybody else. So please make your life your priority. Thank you very much for watching. Talk to you next week. Bye.